Booktube, it's Missy, and today I have a hodgepodge mix match video for you guys. I want to start off with my Friday reads because today is Friday. Excuse the tired eyes, the mean red friends that I have on my forehead. This is what it looks like when I wash my face. I don't wear makeup, but somehow these things aren't very visible under my BB cream. Anywho, let's get started. So, first of all, I am going to be finishing up, I am halfway done. I'm going to finish up Fever by Megan Abbott. So far, this is so weird. Halfway through, I still don't know what's going on or what is causing the girls in this town to get sick, so I'm excited to find out what's coming up next. I'm also going to be reading Sharp Objects by Gillian. Penelope said it's Gillian Flynn. Hopefully she can read it this weekend as well. We were talking about reading it this weekend, and since I am going camping for the next 5 days, I thought it would be wonderful to read this book when I was going camping because, you know, reading anything creepy is fun on a camping trip. Anywho, this is a pretty short book, so I can't wait to get started on this one. I love Gone Girl, so I'm sure I'm going to like this one as well. And lastly, if I have any time, I'm bringing my Kindle with me. I have a bunch of ARCs on here, or, you know, the PDFs from different authors that I want to finish this month, so I will bring my trusty Kindle with me to do so. So those, well, the 2 books plus my Kindle will be what I'm going to be reading this Friday, along with the next 5 days on my camping trip. So that brings me to the next part of my video. Is going to be my most anticipated books for June and July. This list is just a little long, only because June was such a big month for books that I am interested in reading, and so there are 12 books for June, and I think there's only 5 books for July. So for the June books, I know some of them came out already. There was a couple on the 3rd and the 10th and the 12th, but I didn't miss the 19th and the 24th, so I'm not too late on those ones. I'm sorry, I should have, you know, made this video earlier, but I just got really busy at the end of last week, and so by the time, you know, everything was done, it was too late, and so now this is a late video. Let's get started. The first book I have on my list is Hexed by Michelle Creese. I think that's how you say her last name. This book came out on the 10th of June, and it is about witches. I'm excited to read this book. I'm excited to read all these books, but that one looks good. I haven't read a witch book in a while, and I want to check it out. I also have Ruin and Rising, which is the 3rd book in the Grisha trilogy, or the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. This one is going to be awesome. The second one left off on a really traumatic, for me, cliffhanger, and I about died at the end of the 2nd book, and so I cannot wait to read this 3rd one. It's already in my cart at the library, so that way I am ahead of the game and I'm already on the requested list, so hopefully as soon as they get the book in, they will start handing them out to me. But that book comes out on the 17th, so in the next couple days. Then there is the Martyr Complex by Lindsay Cummings. I know this one already came out. It came out on the 10th. This is a science fiction book, and it's about a murder rate is higher than the birth rate, which is really creepy. The author of this book is also a subscriber to my channel, which is very strange. But anyways, I'm looking forward to reading that book. There is also Complicit. It's Complicit, which is by Stephanie Kuhn. This one comes out on the 24th of June, and it's a psychological thriller. And then there's Don't You Forget About Me by Kate Karras Quinn. This is the author of Another Little Piece, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't like the book because to me it seemed confusing, but I want to give this author another chance, and so I want to read this book, and I love the cover of this. It's so pretty. Next one is Rain by Amanda Sun. The first one is Inked, and that one was awesome. It's about a boy who can draw pictures and have those pictures come to life. It's all set in Japan. There's a lot of Japanese language in the book, which is really fun to read, and so I am so looking forward to this book coming out on the 24th. This is my most anticipated book of June. Next I have Glimpse by Kendra Layton. This is a paranormal ghost book, and this one comes out on the 19th of June. And then there's Merciless. Obviously everyone's been showing this on their booktube channels. This one came out on the 12th, but this is by Daniel Vega. And this one is that bright pink, read at your own risk, gruesome, disturbing book, and I want to read it. Next on my list, which is number 9, is The Wicked Within by Kelly Keaton. This one came out on the 3rd. I believe this is the 3rd book in her series. I do have Death Becomes Her, and so I really want to marathon the series as soon as I get the 2nd and 3rd books. Next, number 10 on my list is A Darkness Strange and Lovely. This one is by Susan Dennard, and it comes out on the 24th of June. I own the first book, and so this is again another set of books that I could marathon now that all of the books are out in the series. The 11th book on my list is Paranoia by J.R. Johansson. And this book came out on the 8th of June. I really, really liked Insomnia, and that was her first book that she wrote. So this is the sequel to the first one, and I can't wait to find out what happens with the main character and the girl that is helping him out with his problem. And then lastly on my list is The Retribution of Maya Dyer, duh, and this is by Michelle Hodgkin. It came out on the 10th of June, and I read the first one, I want to say maybe in January, February. I have the second one right now, not in my hands, but in my room. I'm going to be reading that book this month so I can borrow the third and get it and enjoy and love it. It's going to be awesome. But those were all 11 of the, not 11, all 12 of the books that I am most anticipating or anticipated to arrive in June. Lots of them have already showed up. I can now borrow them from the library. The other half I have to wait for. Now on for the July anticipated books. Okay, so for my July releases, I am looking forward to Conversion by Catherine Ho. That one comes out July 1st, and it's the one with the bird on the cover. This one's really interesting. It's about a mysterious illness, and right now, the Fever, let me show you again. Fever by Megan Abbott is another kind of mysterious illness book, which is always fun to read. The second book in my July release is Welcome to the Dark House by Lori Faria Stolarts. I believe I own a book by her. I was going to look it up, but I forgot. This is a horror book, and of course, I like horror, so I want to read it. That one comes out on the 22nd of July. The next one is Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zefron. Now, if you look it up on Goodreads, it says it's been out since last year, but maybe that's just the Spanish version, because now I think it's been translated into English, and that one comes out on the 22nd. It's a mystery. It sounded really good on Goodreads, the Situps. I don't remember what it said now, but it sounded really good when I was looking it up. And then there's number 4, One Past Midnight by Jessica Sherving. Is it Sherving? Shervington. That one comes out on the 22nd, and that one's got a creepy cover. And then lastly is Strange and Ever After by Susan Dennard. So, that one I think is the third one. I'm getting myself confused. So Strange and Ever After, that one comes out on the 22nd as well. I believe that one is the third one. And then the other one, which is A Darkness Strange and Lovely, must be the second one. don't understand why the second and third book would be coming out 1 month from each other. I mean, it's great. You don't have to wait a whole nother year for it. It just seems kind of sudden. I don't know. But that was my very long and confusing and ugly video for today. And hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful next week. I will see you when I get back. Thanks for watching. Bye.